Welcome back. As we prepare to say goodbye to 2023, the crisis on our nation's borders is escalating. Just revealed today, an Iranian national with ties to terrorism was arrested and removed from the United States after the man attempted to cross the border from Canada. That's according to U.S. immigration and customs officials. On our southern border, it's widely expected that when the numbers are official, the month of December will set a new record for encounters there. This as the Justice Department is warning Texas it will sue if the state implements its new immigration law, allowing police to arrest undocumented immigrants. Okay, panel, I'm going to start with Bill on this one. State and local officials, if they see someone, law enforcement in Texas, see someone they suspect of being an illegal immigrant, I assume they have to have some kind of probable cause, can arrest them, present them with two choices: either go back, get out of the country, be deported, or face a criminal proceeding in the United States. The Justice Department says, nope, that's the federal government's job.
Right, which the federal government's not doing, which is why Texas is stepping in. If you talk to people down in Texas, these people are suffering under the weight of all this illegal immigration that's coming across the border. And as we've talked about before, it's not only a legal process that burdens the system down there, it's a humanitarian process that is overtaxing the Texas system. And people I know of down there with ranches on the border have found bodies that have been killed by the cartels. The federal government has abdicated all of its responsibility on the southern border and basically placed it in the hands of the cartel. We have human trafficking, we have fentanyl, we have other drugs that are flowing across, and the federal government is not doing its job. Governor Abbott is stepping in to try and fill that void.
Well, he's stepping into a void that he cannot fill because he doesn't have the jurisdiction to do it. And by the way, how does someone look like an illegal alien? I take issue with your question, but I understand it. That's the problem, because the constitutional rights of these individuals, whether they're citizens or not, still have to be protected, because we as a country are a country of laws. And so they don't have jurisdiction. It's not all the ills that you stated. I can agree with you. It's not going to, that law, that Texas law, implementing that law isn't going to stop anything.
But if you have the Rangers on the border, they're watching them come across.
Okay,
and watching them come across.
They don't have jurisdiction. That's why you got border security. That's why you have border officials. And that's why we have a process.
Underfunded. Well, and you go down there and you see how the people of these border communities are suffering.
Fund it. Don't pass a state law that's unconstitutional, and then have state police arresting people because they look like they're illegal immigrants. And by the way, the state doesn't have a power to send them back to wherever they're coming from either. They don't have the power to do that.
All right, a new statistic out today from Syracuse University. As migration surges, immigration court case backlog swells to over 3 million people, 3 million individuals who are waiting for a court case to come before an immigration judge. The average wait, I looked this up before we came down here, 4 years for a hearing. So those folks largely stay in the country waiting for that hearing. From a political standpoint, Tia, the Justice Department is going to go down there and prosecute these folks, or stop Texas from kicking them out, essentially. This really puts the administration in a difficult position.
Well, it is a difficult position, as we just saw this great debate between Scott and Bill.
Oh, no, I was right about the debate.
I think I won.
But it is
Come back anytime.
I mean, and that's why it's been such a hard thing for Congress to solve. They haven't solved it for years and years. Members on both sides of the aisle, under Republican and Democratic presidents, it's not easy, because you can say, well, Texas needs to help step in because the federal government, due to a lack of resources or a lack of will or a mixture of both, is not doing it. But then you're creating new consequences, not going to say intended or unintended, but the consequences, which means more people detained, more weight on the law enforcement system of Texas. Where are you going to put people where they're detained? You know, so it's still, I think the debate is healthy. It's what should, quite frankly, take up all the airtime here in Washington.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.